What's going on, guys? It's Michael here from GBU. Today we're actually going to go over on how to do some maintenance to your gas blowback rifle and then look for any problems that you may or may not find if you do run into them down the track. I do have a brand new one here. Now I'm going to go through, I'm going to add some grease. Now the grease that I have been using for these gas blowback rifle, the gun salve stuff, which obviously everyone uses for the HPA, but I have been using on this and it's doing wonderful things. Now, so to actually gain access into the inside of this particular blaster and how to pull the bolt out and stuff like that, we're going to show you guys on how to do so. So the first thing you want to do, if the magazine's in, obviously it won't be when you go to do it, just take the mag out, put that to the side. What you're going to do is you're going to flip it over, and this back pin right here, we're going to push out. So easiest way, get yourself an Allen key and a mallet or so. Give it a little push. All right, that should be the pin that comes out. You don't have to take it the whole way out. As I said before, it does actually have a stopper. Simply going to just push up and you have full access to the internals like so. But that's not where we're going to stop. Just go ahead and put that pin back in so you don't lose it. Now we're going to take out the front bolt as well. Same situation. Push it out like so, and then that will simply come off. And again, put that one back in there. Now this one here, we will put to the side because we don't need this at the moment. All right, so what we're going to be working with will be the upper of the receiver. So to get the bolt out, it's as simple as the charging handle and pulling with it. So the bolt will come out with it, nice and easy. Again, set this one to the side and good to go. So it simply just comes off like so. So once it comes out, it'll just be sitting on there, on that front tab. All right, so the easy part's done. Now it's time to gain access to our nozzle, which is on the front side here. Now to get that out, on the back side here, there is like a small little D-clamp just there around the brass pin, so we're going to punch that one out. To get the clamp off of the pin, I do like to use just two small tools. So I've got like a little Allen key and a little flathead here, and that way you can just push it and away it comes. And there we have it, slightly off. Go ahead and spin it around, and there it is. So that there is your little clamp that you have to get off. Now make sure you do not lose that, because it is irreplaceable. So we'll go ahead and I'll put that over there with nothing else. So now that that clamp is gone from the brass pin, what you want to do is get the pin and just push it like so. Pull this one out. So on the back side here, there's actually a little plate. And again, put that one to the side. Try and put it with the actual clamp. So there we have it. So the bolt is completely empty. Again, we'll set this one to the side and we'll focus on this. So as you can see on the actual piston itself, the nozzle I should say, is a little O-ring that runs the whole way around here. And then this is your nozzle spring. So we are currently working on upgraded nozzle springs. So definitely keep an ear out, as they will be out very, very shortly as well. So again, we have our nozzle. So from factory, these guys do have a little bit of lubricant, but it is always key and handy to just pull it apart and give it another, just a nice coating, just to allow for any friction or movement or anything like so. Now these are toys, guys, so do keep that in mind. These things are not real rifles, so that doesn't mean that they should last like a real rifle. It's like anything, you treat it with care and it's going to last you a lifetime. So definitely keep that in mind when it comes to this type of stuff, considering a lot of it is run by what's inside of this bolt. So again, what we're going to do is I like to just get a little bit, not too much, get in, because you're kind of just coating the entrance, and then that O-ring as such will take care of the rest. And then we got our O-ring again, just a light coating on it. Nothing too hectic. Now what you're going to do is you're going to just give it a couple of pumps, make sure everything's in there sweet. So that one's done. Now, to put that piece back in, which is this piece right here, slide the nozzle forward a little bit, and it kind of just steps in, boom, like so. Now, the easy but hard part as well, putting that little clamp back on. And as simple as that, it is back on. So there's a bit more compression in there now because we have lubricated everything up, which is cool. It will not hurt you to go ahead and give just these rails a nice little bit of lubricant as well. Now you guys can use silicone oil, you got your Abbey gas oil. There's a lot of stuff that you can use. I'm simply using this because I have it sitting here and I don't really use it that often, so I'm just using it. And again, I seem to have gotten some pretty good results out of it. So to insert the bolt back into the upper receiver, you just want to make sure that the charging handle is kind of situated like so. Now this thing is really easy to do. Get your upper receiver in like a puzzle, and Dunsky. That's it. She's in there now, nice and tight. Now we will put this one to the side and we'll go ahead and have a look at this one here. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of moving parts in there. So what I'm actually going to focus on today on actually lubricating will just be this hammer and then inside spring here, and then putting a little bit of lubricant on the bolt catch here. Just that way, when the bolt slides over and does actually catch, it's going to catch quite nicely on there and not be so rough. So again, nothing too crazy when it comes to the lubricant, just a little bit, just to kind of smear over it. That way when the bolt cycles over, it's going to come over quite nicely and freely rather than grinding on metal to metal. And then again, this little piece right here, which is the bolt catch. So that's where the actual bolt catches. When it fully locks, it'll come in, boom, and stop just here. And then once you release it by pushing in that, it'll actually let that down and allow the bolt to slide forward. So again, now there is a lot of moving parts inside of these particular blasters, so definitely keep that in mind when you are using them. Make sure you're using them correctly, mindfully, and so forth. All right, now put it back in. Again, push that bolt. This one doesn't have to come all the way out. It does have a little detent spring on the inside that does hold the spring. And likewise with the front one as well. So with this, we're just going to roll it in. So we'll go the front first, like so. Done. And the back. So now we have complete movement. So as you can see, bolt is fully locked. Hold the bolt. There we have it, guys. And that is a quick how to maintenance your GBBR. So again, guys, if you run into any issues, if you end up pulling this thing apart, please refer back to the video where I did actually assemble a gas blowback rifle. I will put the link to that video in the description of this one. Until next time, guys, if you guys have any questions or if you're interested in a gas blowback rifle, come on down and see it's a 7/18 Bailey Crescent in Southport on the Gold Coast, or they are online right now as I speak. Peace out.